Welcome everyone. What's today? Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Get in here. I had some music playing, but I started sweating, so I was trying not to get too tired before we got started. Give everyone a few minutes to jump in. Oh my, look at the Spire family joining in. Welcome. Really excited about today's talk. We are talking the art of nonprofit. We got so much to talk about. Thank you to Comfy Art. As you can see, I have my pillows. I plan to get real comfy with everybody today. We'll give everybody a few more minutes to jump in, and then we'll get started. How's everybody's Tuesday? Have y'all had tacos yet? I haven't yet. Oh, I actually had tacos yesterday while I was in St. Louis. Shout out to the Midwest. Welcome. Sound like the little old church lady. Actually, let me do... Hello. Welcome everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started because we have a whole lot to cover on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us first and foremost. Thank you to Comfy Art. Thank you, Deanna, for having us today. So excited about having this conversation. We get asked this all the time. How do you get started? What should we do? How do you get incorporated? Should you get incorporated? Well, I'm here to tell you that I have the answers for you. So I'm hoping this could be very, very helpful for you all today. Congratulations for anyone who is interested in starting a nonprofit, who is scared to start a nonprofit but ready to get started. So I am here to provide those answers for you. So welcome. My name is Anneka Maquay. I am one of the co-founders of Show Me Shoes Foundation. Our nonprofit organization started in 2009. Our mission is to rebuild confidence from the soul. We have been doing this for 11 years, y'all. 11 years. It actually will be 11 years next Saturday, September 19th. We will be running our organization. Hey, sis. Our founder just hopped in as well. So like I said, we started in 2009 with a mission to rebuild confidence starting at the soul. Myself and my philanthropic sister, my high school friend, Siobhan A. Starr, called me years ago about this journey. And here we are 11 years later and couldn't be more excited to continue on with this journey. And then to give you guys some little tidbits here and there as you want to join us. Hey, Jen, all the family's coming through. So again, I'll get more into that as we dive into more of what it takes to start a nonprofit organization and how to keep going. More so in this amazing 2020 that we have had. We've all had to pivot and adjust in so many ways, but there is no better time. If you guys are interested in doing this, there is no better time than now. So, first of all, what is a nonprofit organization? A nonprofit organization, of course, it's an organization dedicated to a social cause. Again, before we started Show Me Shoes, my passion had always been dance, and I was mentoring some young girls in the dance community and wanted to start my own nonprofit, teaching girls just how to dance and also to pursue their passion in the entertainment industry. And my sis, Siobhan, gave me a call and said, hey, let's start this nonprofit organization. I have a vision dealing with shoes. How do we get started? And when people ask, how do we get started? You just do it. You just get started. You figure out what is it that you're passionate about. What is it that you enjoy? What's missing out in the marketplace? You can literally start a nonprofit organization given whatever it is that your goal, you're passionate about, and create it. But there are processes to that. So we came together, came up with Show Me Shoes. And again, when we first started, our mission was simply to accept and deliver new and used shoe donations to women in need. This was in 2009. Just like with a relationship, with your personal growth, with any business, there's always time to evolve. So when people say, how do you get started? Just do it, because things can change and fold. So once you get started, the first thing we would say is to create your mission statement. A mission statement is typically the one-liner that tells your audience exactly what it is that you do. Our mission statement is to rebuild confidence starting at the soul, the SOLE. If I'm in the elevator and someone asks me one sentence, tell us what your nonprofit does, I would say rebuilding confidence starting at the soul. That mission statement is going to be your one-liner, and it kind of sums up everything that your nonprofit is, what your purpose is, and how you guys decide to move forward. The next step we'll get into are the bylaws. This is when you get into incorporating your business. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Siobhan and I, when we first started Show Me Shoes, we ran our organization as a simple nonprofit organization, which meant all shoe donations, all cash donations that came in for us, they were for the love of the organization and the love of our mission. Those donors were not able to get tax write-offs. We made it very, very clear that this organization is a philanthropic organization that wants to give back. Again, how did we get started? We just did it. We did not have all the paperwork, but we know we wanted to get started on this mission. I don't think either of us or any of us on the team knew that 11 years later we would still be here as solid as we are, but continuing to keep going. We set that mission and foundation. So when we first started, again, we started as a nonprofit organization, letting people know that you do not get a donation receipt. This is all for the love. It was about 4 to 5 years in is when we were blessed to be incorporated and learned about the bylaws and 501c3s. I know it sounds really, really scary, you all, but the world shifted when we did take in, have the ability to have the bylaws done. It was 2 years. Thanks, sis. It was 2 years that we were ran before we got our incorporation. So the next step that is important are your bylaws. As you build your mission statement, then you want to create your bylaws, which are the legal operating rules for your organization. If you have a business plan for your organization, your nonprofit already, these are pretty much the bylaws. You will readjust them for the bylaws, and you have to have these to submit your paperwork, which goes into your 501c3. So when you get your 501c3, you definitely need your bylaws, and you also need your articles of incorporation, which pretty much establishes you as a nonprofit organization. The things that are included in that are going to be your specific purpose. So it is going to be ideally your mission statement, and you'll tap into those additional things that you do within your mission statement. So as I mentioned, our mission statement is to rebuild confidence starting at the soul. What else do you do? Who's your target? What's your demographic? What areas are you serving? Again, what's your biggest purpose? Included in that articles incorporation. You're also going to include how you plan to operate your nonprofit organization, your directors and your board members, any debt obligations, who's going to be responsible for any debt that the nonprofit has, as well as your dissolution. If something happens to the nonprofit, what happens? Who gets the shoes? Who gets the water or the school that you may have built, or whatever it is that your mission is? You have to have these things detailed, and then at the end of that, it asks for your incorporator. The amazing thing is there are accountants and there are people out there that can help you create these things. I want to say thank you to Miss Yvonne Warnick. She helped us majorly with this. We came in again having no idea, but she gave us the steps and tools that we needed. It was very helpful in this process. Now also be mindful, I'm not sure where everyone is located. We are incorporated in Georgia. We are a national organization, but we are incorporated in Georgia, so the rules may be different state by state. So you want to be sure that you are speaking with an accountant or someone that's in your state that can help you with what it is that you need to build it. But ideally, you're going to need your articles of corporation, your bylaws. Hey, Hi, Sammy. Your bylaws, know who your directors are, your operations. Again, if you have a business strategy, it's going to be easy for you to translate that same information onto your articles of corporation and bylaws. In addition to that, you of course have to submit to the state, the Secretary of State. We did it here in Georgia. It was $100. $100, plain and simple. And then what's also important, so you can get your nonprofit tax exempt status, you have to file a 1023 form. Form 1023, you have to get that filed in order to get a tax exempt. And when we talk tax exempt, y'all, what does my little girl say? Y'all. Hey, y'all, let me tell you something. Again, our world shifted once we got the 501c3 stamps. We were able to get more donations, sponsorships, printing out flyers. There's discounts for that. I don't know if you guys know, when you do have a nonprofit organization, if you get a Google account, a Google My Business, they will actually grant that to you for free. So you'll get your emails for free. Let's say Deanna decided to start a Comfy Talk nonprofit organization, and it was, info@ComePRNPO. She can get that email address for free through Google by having your 501c3 status. Again, once you get that, they will mail you your documentation. I recommend that you keep it, you save it, you keep it on your phone, keep it in your Google Drive, keep it in your folders, have it at all times. When you go to the dollar store to get your events for your nonprofit organization event, keep that little piece of paper with you, because I kid you not, you'd be surprised how many people will give you tax-free or even give you a discount for having that. So I encourage you guys, again, to get started. And if you can, I promise the process is not long. It took us more to talk about what we wanted to include than it was to process the paperwork. And once we were done, we were like, why did we do this a long time ago? But everything for good reason, right? Awesome. So then we will transition. Let's transition into operations. Again, being mindful, a nonprofit organization is an organization that is not for profit. We are not making a profit off of any of this. This is all for social cause, but it is still a business. Be mindful that this is something that we had to learn. Jumping into this, we're thinking, we're here to service. We're servant leaders. We're here to serve a mission that God has put on our heart to put out there to the world. We didn't think about the budget, how much it was going to cost for these programs. No, we did think about it. But as we continue to maneuver the budget, what it costs for the programs, the marketing, all of these things are a part of the business. It is so important to have your operations intact. So with that said, creating a budget. We all love budgets, right? Kind of, sort of. Creating a budget for your programs, your events, your staff, and guess what? Yourself. People ask, how do you get paid as a philanthropist? You create a budget. There's a line item, just like at your job, there's a line item for marketing, there's a line item for payroll, and that goes into your budget as well. Again, transparency. It's been a long time since we decided to even fund ourselves, because our mission was so much more than us. It wasn't a thought. It was to put it out there to serve the greater good. So creating those budgets, yes, you can pay yourself, but more importantly, your programs, your scholarships, events, these things still cost. When you're shipping, just to get you guys familiar with with Show Me Shoes, we have an event that we had called Prom Project, where we gave new and used shoe donations to girls in need. It was a national event, and oftentimes when we brought on new chapters, we had to facilitate shipping dresses to make sure that they had what they need to facilitate and make sure that their event was successful. Shipping costs, their boxes, their storage units, the website, creating those line items just like you would any other business is what you need to have. So again, making sure you have your programming, events, your staff, and funding for yourself. So then let's get into funding. That's the next fun part. I love funding. Again, once we got started, you will probably see that a lot of your funding is going to come from your bank account. No surprise. Again, when it's something that you're passionate about, you don't mind dishing out whatever it is that you need to dish out to make sure that you have what it is that you need to make this a great success for your organization. We definitely dished out hundreds, probably thousands of dollars before we saw revenue or even financial donations coming in. Again, when we started, our mission was to accept and receive new shoe donations. Given that, the first thing people think, I have shoes, I have shoes, I have shoes. This is great. And then when you start facilitating programs, there needs to be funding for that. When you facilitate scholarships, there needs to be funding for that. So in addition to your own pockets, there are grants out of the wazoo all over. There are national grants, even more so now. If you are an organization of color, if you are a minority woman looking to create a nonprofit organization, y'all, there's lots and lots and lots of money for you for your mission. What I would suggest, if you know or are familiar with anyone that is a great grant writer, there are specific ways that you have to submit that. And they'll tell us that all the time. There are certain wordings. Yes, you have your vision, you know what you want to do, you're passionate, but there are certain words and ways that you have to present your grant opportunity in order to get approved. So submitting those, which we've done a great job with Comfy Art, working on some great things that we're hoping we get to launch after COVID is over and we can get face to face with more people. But just submitting those opportunities, looking at your local library, they have a lot of those opportunities. There are a lot of organizations. I know there are a lot here locally in Atlanta. Of course, I can't even think of them off the top of my head. I believe Influence Atlanta has some, depending on what counties you're in. I know Cobb County has some that are specific for your county. Ooh, and another tidbit, get involved in things that are going on within your county, within your community. We definitely like to make sure that we're present within our girls. Again, our focus is on young girls and now women. So we're in the school districts a lot. So getting to know your mayors, getting to know your councilmen and women, getting involved, seeing what's missing within the city. How can you help? Do you want that type of support so you can continue to get the funding that you need to run the organization? Again, you guys, I think one of the biggest reasons we've been able to sustain and continue to run and be here for the 11 years is because of the partnerships and the opportunities that we had. In addition to the grants, our own pockets, there's sponsorships. Just like you hear influencers or ambassadors get sponsorships, the same thing can happen for your nonprofit organization. There are a lot of major companies that have dollars set aside just for philanthropic efforts. Lots of money. So this is the perfect time because right now it's September. This is a good time that people are doing their budgets, they're creating their budgets, and they might have a little bit of extra money left over by the end of the year that they could use for you to service your community and kind of tying them in. So be mindful. Some of your favorite clothing stores may have a program. Perfect example, Eileen Fisher was a partner of ours. If you look on anyone's website, typically in the About, they'll have a cause or a mission section within their page. And they might have a $1,000 grant. They might have a $2,500 grant, but there are opportunities. I would suggest check out your favorite places. If it's somewhere you spend a lot of money, check them out. Look at the About page, look at the causes and see what they support and see if they have opportunities online. A lot of it is online. You submit it online. You can submit email information. You're creating relationships. And from there, you can garner other opportunities. I know Tykes is an organization. It's a shoe store that was a sponsor of ours that were able to gift us with, if you guys know, they're like these $200 ballet flats. So they were able to gift shoes to us to give back to one of our volunteers that had given so much time to the organization, and we were able to gift her with some gifts. So just again, being mindful of those opportunities of how you consistently get funding, and of course, fundraising opportunities. There's always fundraising opportunities from creating your own events. We're here in Atlanta. There's a million events going on. You can give someone a call. If you know Alex Gidwan, give him a call. Hey, Alex, I know you got a, event at Compound, but for the first hour, can we, do a percentage of those proceeds can go to Show Me Shoes or go to your nonprofit organization where we can get a kickback. That's a write-off for them. Being mindful, people can get a write-off for what they are donating for you. So the fundraisers, it could be restaurants. Most of your favorite restaurants provide opportunities. Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, California Pizza Kitchen, what was my favorite ice cream spot? There's so many different spots that do have fundraising opportunities for you. Yeah Burger here in Atlanta, they have a great community initiative, which I don't know if they're still open, but a lot of these restaurants have community initiatives where you can take your fundraising efforts. They'll ask you to invite people in and they will cut you a check just for your organization. So again, your favorite clothing stores, wherever you shop, wherever you eat, check out those places and see if it's something that they give back. Publix and Kroger, your grocery stores all the time. Anytime I go to the grocery store and I swipe and they ask you, would you like to donate $1 to da-da-da-da-da? That's a partnership. That's fundraising efforts. So that organization called that grocery store and said, how can we be on this list to receive some of these funds? If they're passionate about your mission, they will support you. So again, thinking about your places where you eat, where you shop, and just think about if they have something for you in that return. So then when we talk about funding, this is a great segue into your board members. Your board of directors are the governing staff of your nonprofit organization. It is necessity to have a board. You have to have a board. When you get your 501c3 and doing your own corporations, they're going to ask you who is on your board. A lot of the job description for that is for them to also help you find funding for your nonprofit organization. Right now, I can't make the announcement yet. You guys will have to stay tuned, but you definitely want people who are in tune with your mission, who are passionate about your mission and your mission statement, who are involved in the community and typically have a higher rank and a great rank within a corporation. They can create those fundraising opportunities for you. They can create those opportunities to get grants within their companies, whether it is, we had a girl who was able to get us some funding from Revolt TV, given her relationship. So you definitely want to create a board who is connected and in tune with the community and very, very, very much passionate about what it is that you are doing. So what is next? I feel like I am fluent through this. Oh, let me go back. I'm sorry, guys. Reverse. Back to funding. So we talked about grant sponsorship, fundraising. When it comes to your funding operations, marketing. Just like any other business, you still need marketing. You need your social media. You got to get the word out. You're having events. You need donors. How else do you get the word out? It's through marketing. So as you're creating your budget, it's also great to have a line for your marketing plan, whatever it is that you have to get the word out. People need to know about your organization, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you are doing what it is that you need to do to get the word out about your nonprofit so you guys can sustain what it is that your mission is and you can keep going forward. And guess what? I can help you with that too. All right, so now we'll keep going. The next portion is going to be volunteers. We could have a whole weekend session on volunteers and how important it is to have a team of people to help you with your mission. One thing that is very, very important and that with anything that it is that we do, we can't do this by ourselves, right? I would suggest that you start with a small group, friends and family, saying, hey, this is what I have going on. If you've got some time, come on out and help us, whether it is you are feeding the homeless or you're helping build a home, creating this small group of individuals who are also passionate about your brand, your passion, your mission statement, that they can go out and help you with this vision. We have been graced, so graced to have some amazing volunteers, a lot of the same volunteers for the past 11 years who have come and served over and over and over and over and over again. And I believe a lot of them have come back because we created this amazing community. Hey, Kashira, amazing community of women and men who just love us and who want to serve and are passionate about the mission and are passionate about young girls who need to learn self-love. They might have a niece or a nephew, not a nephew, but more, or a niece who is having a difficult time with self-love and not understanding that. So what they'll do is they'll bring them to the events to show them the importance of giving back. And so they can have someone to look up to. Because when we started this, Siobhan and I, we didn't have mentors. I say this all the time. I'm the only child. I had no siblings. Okay. None. I prayed for little sisters. God, Lord, please give my mama another baby. She didn't birth any, but she gave birth to about 20-something girls. And we've created this community of just love and sisterhood. And we want to cultivate that same volunteer experience to our volunteers. So cultivating a committee of people who love, again, and that is passionate about what it is that you do. We love to get together. It is like a family reunion. Every time we get an event, it might be a full year before a lot of our volunteers see each other, and they connect like they've never missed a beat. And then there's so many other opportunities that come with that. We have volunteers who run hair businesses and end up being sponsors. We have volunteers who are makeup artists that come in, and they come in being makeup artists and say, no, you know what? Actually, I want to do this. We've had girls who've been a part of our program who come in and say, you guys had donated a dress for me, and now I want to give back and volunteer. So think of the bigger picture. Again, when you start, it may not feel as big, or you're not sure which way to go. But once you get started, the ebb and flows of life, you are going to, what did my friend say yesterday? God, nothing is going to stop what is meant to happen with your nonprofit organization, with your purpose, with the mission. We are all put here to serve. I'm getting ready to preach just for a hot second. We are all here to serve a bigger purpose and a bigger cause. And there is no man, no nothing. There is nothing that is going to stop what you are supposed to be doing within this community. So creating that volunteer group, whatever it is that you have, those community of people, other organizations. Oh my goodness. We collaborate with so many other nonprofit organizations when it comes to serving. 3D Girls Inc. are one of our favorite groups that we work with. We collaborate with them. Dignify a Diva, we collaborate with them. Rubies Inc. I don't want to start naming too many people because I know we'll forget. There are tons and tons and tons of people, and that is what we want to continue to do, is collaborate. It's to help one another. It's so funny. So many people will say, you know what, girl, I thought about starting an organization, but how about I just volunteer with you? How about I just come, you know what, come on over. Let's do that. So, whether you do or you don't start, or if you know other organizations, finding creative ways to collaborate and to allow each other to be able to move forward with our mission, again, because our number one reason that we are here is to serve. So however we can do it by working together, being collaborative, let's do it. And let's see. Hello, welcome everybody. I'm so glad y'all are jumping in. We have been moving and grooving today. So yeah, we talked about the collaboration. Oh my goodness. So that's the last thing that I had. Collaborations, working together, for a greater good. Again, starting a nonprofit organization can be scary. Again, much transparency. We had no idea what it is that we wanted to do. When we knew what we wanted to do, we knew we wanted to get started and serve, but the mission was just to go for it. And it has shifted. So you continue to bend and fold like the trees that we are, and allow God to use you in what it is that you're supposed to do within your service point, and do that by collaborating with other like-minded men and women, being clear on your mission, clear on your goals, and run your nonprofit like it is any other business. Do not let anyone tell you, oh, it's just no. My nonprofit is my business. We have a strategy. We have business plans. We have payroll. We have volunteers. We have staff. It takes so much to still run the organization. Again, for us to be going for 11 years, it is a testament to our passion behind what we do. Our volunteers, who are just as passionate as us, they are our gas to keep us going. And the young girls that we are serving, the community in which we are serving, seeing their faces when they're coming to the events, when they're coming in, not having confidence, not knowing what it means to love yourself. And then they're leaving as these powerful women, going to colleges and getting these opportunities that they may not have had before. That gives you that pat on the back to say, I'm doing exactly what I am supposed to do. Finding that reward when these girls are coming to be poured in, and then they leave wanting to pour on and into other young girls or other women and continue to lead in that area. So just being mindful of the end goal. What legacy is it that you want to leave with your nonprofit organization, with your group of women, and just with the world? What do you want to leave in this world when we transition into the afterlife or whatever it is that you believe in? So, dang, I went through that quickly, but we got time for questions, and I'm waving at everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Shout out. Hello, Camilla. Oh, everybody is in here. Do you guys have any questions about, I know we went through a lot of things, how to, submit paperwork, volunteer information, donors, websites. As we wait, I will say a shameless plug again. We are celebrating 11 years next Saturday. Yeah, that's a long time. It's a long time, but we are grateful for the grit and the marathon. It's continuing. Again, complete transparency. It can be difficult. It can be hard. You can't do it by yourself. With any other relationship, you gotta flow. You have to communicate. Siobhan and I text and talk. It is not traditional. It might be 5 a.m. We get up and text. The volunteers might text us. What do you need? What do you have going on at 6 a.m? Thank you, Renee. It's a lot of work, but man, it just kind of defies what it is that, we're supposed to be doing, that feel good mission of just moving forward, in that purpose. Hey, love. What else? Any questions? None? Y'all just in here to learn? Well, if you guys don't have, thank you so much again. One more shameless plug on September 25th. Make sure that you follow Show Me Shoes. Given COVID, just like everyone else, we've had to pivot. Much peace and love to everybody during this time, because it can absolutely be a hard time. But just like everyone else, we have had to pivot and shift the mission of Show Me Shoes. So what y'all have been used to this past 11 years, honey, it's a new year. The new year, who this? New year, who this? Show Me Shoes, we have definitely shifted in our way of giving back. We will still be, our mission is still rebuilding confidence, starting from the soul. But we are definitely shifting in new ways. So make sure that you guys follow us, showmeshoes.org, and follow us on Instagram, Show Me Shoes, for all the greatness that we have coming up in this year. And again, this is year 11. We're looking forward to 11 times infinity, more years of serving. And honestly, we are here for you. Siobhan and I say it all the time. We love giving back, not only to our girls, but if you guys have specific questions about starting a nonprofit organization, again, just do it. Don't wait until everything is perfect, because guess what? Everything is not going to be perfect. Just get started, and along the way, you're going to grow, you're going to learn, you'll get that paperwork done, and then the money will come, honey. So just make sure you're prepared. So guys, if you guys don't have anything else, thank you so much. That was 34 minutes of love. I hope you guys got a lot of great things out of this. Again, be sure to follow Show Me Shoes. You can follow myself if you guys have any questions. We are super transparent. Be more than happy to answer anything specifically for you. Other than that, peace and love. Take care, everybody. Thank you again, Deanna. Oh, wait. Hold up. Y'all so funny. Quick question. I did have a question. How have you guys figured, have you guys figured a way to do Operation Soul Beautiful remotely? Renee, were you in our emails, girl? You were in our emails. Did you see that come through? So yes, just so you guys know, Operation Soul Beautiful was our in-school program. You guys will create platforms and programs that might be indoors, or, again, we had to shift and pivot. What we did was, yes, we are moving everything online. Y'all are getting a sneak peek. Everything online, top of 2021. We will continue with Operation Soul Beautiful, which means this will be national. So we will not only be servicing young girls in Georgia, it is going to be open for everyone. So it will be on the website. So we have pivoted. Operation So Beautiful will be online this year, and we're really excited because that means we're going to get to serve a whole lot more girls and going to do it on a national level. And man, just think about the connections that we were going to be able to make with these girls. Like, do you remember, I might be aging myself, when we were in high school and we had foreign exchange students that came and stayed with us? So now this is the new way of doing it. They're going to be like Zoom friends. So yes, Renee, that is how we are shifting Operation So Beautiful. So we're super excited. It's going to be pretty awesome. Can't wait to have you back. Awesome. Any more questions? Nope. Alrighty. Well, thanks again, everybody. Again, make sure you follow Show Me Shoes, and we hope to see you guys. I know I'm messing up the date. It's a Friday. Siobhan, help me out, sis. Where we'll be going live, and we'll be honoring some amazing moguls who have did some great things within the community. And it's a happy hour. Get your drink. This is just water and chlorophyll. It's nothing really special. But we are inviting everyone to grab a drink and just join us. Yes, I was right. So it is September 25th. It's going to be 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're just going to have a good time and just pour into some amazing men and women. Yes, we do honor some men because, ladies, you know, we do need our kings. Let's not get it twisted. We need our kings. So we are going to honor some men and women on the 25th. And we look forward to seeing y'all then. Until next time, peace. Thank you again, Deanna. This was amazing. Clink, clink. All right. Y'all take care. Thanks again.